So I've been sick for a while, so going in to check on the farm, probably 13 days. I'm going to say 10 to 13 days. This farm's been idling. So that's what we're doing today, guys. We'll see. We'll see what happens when we get there. See what we're up against. No rain.
Ko sa inyo na lang kay kadto na lang kwarta gyud mo gyud ang tagaan. Alang sa mo diay kada kana may
wala nga may
bulat man ta.
Dili ay nagpasabot naman kadaan ana ro. Sige naman kay pasabot na. Importante mo sa community ko mo. Dito
Oh, I didn't realize you were right there. I'm filming. It is nice and dry. Okay, guys, we're gonna do a little tour here. Honest John. Here, I'm not gonna hold back. Get my camera set up. So the crews are splashing water on here, but it's not adequate enough for the plants. This looks really good because it's an older plant, but I hate to be the one that pisses in their Cheerios, but these plants are not doing well, so we have to come up with a better water system. They're splashing water in there, so I'm looking. I'm not very satisfied with what I'm seeing. These lines are the first sign of dehydration. See the lines in the stem? So what they're doing is they're using the moisture up to stay alive. So you go from that to shriveled up to nothing. So this one here has 2 in it. This is dieback. See that? That's dieback. So what it needs is trimmed off here. You need to go up a couple cutlings. It's got the lines on it. See the lines? And then you lower this plant. The reason for it being is it's wet right now, but they just dumped water on it. The reason for it being is the concrete. So it needs to have a coconut shell, you know, kind of a mulch bin around it. This one here is doing okay. It looks like it's found moisture. Now when you pin these, you got to pin them stem side in. So you know there's a wrong way and a right way to pin these. Otherwise you're going to get runners off your vanilla that are literally feet long. I've seen them up to 1.5 feet, but this is dieback. So you got to trim this off. Now these are root. See the root side? Non-root side. So this is a root side. Now this one tried to. So at these joints they shoot runner roots off. There's a runner root the wrong way. He went the wrong way. But the lines, if you can see the lines in the plant, that's the first sign of dieback. So it's more of a survival. Well, the first survival is shooting the runner roots off. But if they don't have no water to go to, they're just going to shoot off and not go anywhere. See, this is the wrong side. So this plant, I'm trying to find a runner root in it. There's not one runner root in the pole, but he is stuck in the pole, I believe. Yeah, he's stuck in a pole. Ah, there's a runner right there, going in there. But I've been gone 13 days from the farm, and I see a lot of dieback. So we're gonna have to, yesterday or last week, get a different water system in here to water the plants, because it's just not adequate enough. Now Jerson just pinned some new plants up here, but that were in recovery. A lot of these plants down low, the first 2 rows of this orchard, are going to need trimmed off and put in the nursery to be revived. I'll just have to, Friday I'll come over with my trimmers and I'll just start trimming, and everybody will be like, what are you doing? What are you doing? But I'm just saving my orchard. That's what I'm doing. Now these plants here look better because they're the last batch we ordered. They're about a month old, but they're already showing signs of lines in the stem of dehydration. So, and this one here is down next to the ground. It should be in the pole, but I don't have my snippers with me. But the stem is nice and healthy looking still, so I got time. I'll do it Friday. So a lot of reworks, and these guys know this. That one's good. It's in the ground right there. See it going in the ground. So he's good. This stem's good. This one's good. This might be one of mine, or one that Jerson redid. So these, I would say 1, 2, 3. These 3 rows are really good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The next 5 rows are okay. We can replace them, replace the plant, and they'll be okay. The first 3 rows up, way too dry. So definitely doing a tank within the next week. I'll get a tank in here and a solar pump rushed in and pump to the tank and start the water system, because they look very drought-full and we need to survive 6 more weeks. 6 to 8 more weeks. No, 8. Let's see here. 4. We'll just say a month to 2 months. These plants need to survive. There's not a doubt in my mind this upper section here is going to survive no problem, because they're young enough. That lower midsection will survive. The first 3 rows, I'll end up trimming every plant probably. Check out the figs, guys. Thank God for them being so hardy. If these were just normal plants, they'd be gone. They'd be long gone by now. But check this out. Where was it? I seen it. All over here. This is crazy. So these are fig trees, and it's a fig forest. But check these figs out. Them are figs. They say they're non-edible figs. They're some kind of Asian fig, but I'm going to research them. This is a fig forest. Now I think this forest was actually planted here, but they say no. There's a papaya tree right there. That's a papaya tree right in the middle of the orchard. Check out Jerson, what he's doing. Yeah, totally shove them in there, dude. I'll come Friday and probably trim about 30 or 40 off of the lower ones, and we'll stick them in the shade and start nursing them back. So we probably got 30 to 40 questionable. Yeah, we'll make them rootin' and that's what's nice about these guys, is you can revive them and stick them 2 stems in the pole towards the bottom, towards the ground. But when they do shrink back and die back, you can throw them on the ground and wet them down, and they will come to life. Thank God for that. Now see, these were some of the, I think these were the, where's the new ones you put in? These ones? This one here?
Yep.
Okay, these are ones that he just put up. Now these came from the nursery. I call it a nursery, but, and then he stuck it in the bottom of the pole towards the ground, and then he pinned it. So it will, this one will do great. It does have some shrinkage, but not bad. You know, a little bit of shrinkage. It won't be bad though. So it's just a learn as you go, guys. Check this one out. Oh, these are all revisions. Is this whole row, all these revived?
Yeah.
All these were revived. So all these are new. These are new from the nursery. That's just a stem, but it was rooting already. So you'll get leaves too. You'll get stringer roots and leaves. So all these are new up here from the nursery. I think there's about 12 to 14 of them. There's some there too. And then this row starts our last batch. But as big as this looks, guys, I mean, it looks huge, doesn't it? It looks like, wow, look at all the poles. Look at all the poles. As big as this looks, it's not even half finished. We're not even half finished with the poles. So everybody's doing coconut, trying to catch up, and we have a placement of vanilla coming in 2 months. So we will have about 800 and some plants to do in 2 months to pin properly. And this is what the finished product looks like. Right here, you got your base. The moisture's down there, the nutrition, and then it crawls right up the pole. Now this pole will have an extension right there. So I just did this one for an example. But I'll have them guys, I'll teach them how to do that, and then we'll do every single pole like that. All 500. And we need lots and lots and lots of coconut husks. So they're actually going way out to get them. So they did that yesterday. And now today they're chopping them. I think this is 6 months. This was a 6-month plant, and it's lacking moisture. I can tell just by doing this for about a year, I can tell exactly what the plant's lacking just by looking at it. See? See this bad boy? He's lacking nothing. He's got it all. See how thick his stem is? He's gonna come out of it good. He's not lacking anything. Good color. Good everything. Stuck in the bottom of the pole. They've just watered it today. I would say lacking, oh no, this one's lacking moisture. See the lines? He's lacking moisture. So if you get these lines, you know they're lacking moisture. There's a jumping spider right there. He is lacking moisture. So, inadequate water system. Here, so if you're new here to farming, yeah, you'll want to have some of this stuff, lemongrass. And if you pick it and you chew on it, tastes just like lemon. My favorite tea in the whole world is lemongrass tea. So that's the well I'm going to go from. I'm going to go from that well with poly and a solar pump on that well with a float system to pump right up there, right through the Cobra King forest and into a tank. 1,000 liter, 2,000, whatever I can pack in there. Whatever we can manage to get up the hill, we're going to put, or we'll do 2 smaller ones. And then from there, I'll do a siphon down to the plants. So it's just a gravity drop down to the plants. The higher we can put that, but you can't put it too high because that head, you know, coming off that, it might be too much to push that water up that high. So we'll get that tank as high as we can for gravity flow, and then we'll just gravity flow that water system into there, and that'll be done within 2 weeks. I guarantee it. I'm not going to hold off. I'm not going to wait. The plants just can't take the, they can, don't get me wrong, the plants can take the setback, the die back. They'll take the die back, but the faster I can get that pump and get it installed with the poly pipe and the hose, the faster the vanilla can thrive again. And then 8 months out of the year, I won't even use that pump. It won't even be in there. We'll have to yank it out, otherwise it'll get stolen. But yeah, this is where Zaldi lived when we purchased the place, and he was actually one of the owners of this farm, of these 2 plots. And I think one of the tenants, I don't know, I can't say, I shouldn't say, but yeah, his life was taken right here. So we miss him big time, man. He was like our guide and everything. He was kind of like our everything. So I'm going to put a bench like right here, a memorial for him and his puppy dog, because we lost his puppy dog last couple weeks ago. So I'll put a nice memorial in here with a bench just to remember him, because he was such a good soul to us. And we have more guys. Zaldi's gone, but we have a guy across the way, that back over. He lives in that tree line over there. He really helps us. He's an older gentleman in his 60s. Really a big asset to the farm. But yeah, this is, believe it or not even half the farm. So this lower part, it's only half. The other half sits up on the mountain. So we're working on that deal right now with land titles, and they got a meeting tomorrow on that. But this one here is completely tied down. So I could put a house over here, drill a well, run power in. I'm going to run power in. There's a lot of things I'm going to do here, but I haven't done it yet because we were working on titles, and now we have titles, so we're good. We're good for the farms, and good to really put some investment in here, you know, and transform this place. This place will be a little paradise in the middle of nowhere. So it's a trek in here, man, 3 kilometers. But I'll tell you what, once you get in here, you're golden. So, but yeah, like them guys up there, so on a higher heat index. So we'll go up here, and these guys hauled all this coconut husks in here yesterday, and today they're chopping them. So take a little walk up here. They're drying rice right there. That's leftover rice. See, they utilize everything, guys. Everything's utilized. So they're utilizing that rice that was left over from the field so they can survive. Your ground starts doing this, you know. You see that? You know it's getting dry. Myself, I probably would have left about 2 inches of ground cover in here to hold the moisture in. But it's all good. So this is JB and Janelle up here chopping what they hauled yesterday. 2 choppers. And we have a lot of this. We need tons and tons and tons of this. So it's basically harvested out of the jungle, and then we chop away. Is this what you hauled yesterday? Yesterday you hauled this in? Yesterday?
We did.
So, is this the only pile, or is there another pile? Is this all they hauled, 1 pile?
Yeah, 1 pile, and each pile we took and just put it over here.
And chop it?
Yeah. Got a lot more to haul also.
Oh, there's more in there? We're going to have to really reach out and get some of this, because we were really lacking coconut. Yep. This is all weak. What's that, an anthill or a cobra nest?
Termite.
Termite nest? Termite nest right there. That's where the Samar lives, in here. You guys like to do this? No, you don't. Tell the truth. This is the worst job there is, other than packing buckets of water, which should come to an end soon. One thing about it, once we get this done, it's done. You know, all the poles and bases. Once it's done, you don't have to do it again. Till we build
here because you're planning to put more right there.
Oh yeah, this. You know what's crazy is this farm isn't even half done. This lower plot, because you look at it, you're like, wow, look at all the poles but it's not even half done. How many poles, Janelle, do we have left? Like 280 something?
Yeah.
280 to plant? Yeah, 280 poles to plant. 250's half done, so. And so we're close to half on the poles, but they're not all the way stuffed to the top yet. They're only, many of them just one section. So there you go. I mean,
Coconut husk under, I try to get wet.
I know you try, but they're still, these up here look the best because they're the newest.
Yeah.
So, but we learned a couple things today. We learned that we can't, there's a root side to these stems. So when you pin them, you got to pin them root side in. And then we're just going to order a pump. I'll just order a pump tomorrow. While you guys are doing your meeting thing, I'll be looking for a pump to order. And then we'll get a tank up there. And these look good though, because they're still new, you know. You see any new roots up here? Any new roots? On the new plants. Check this out. These plants look the best because they're the newest. But see here, it's a new rootling. So see that rootling right there? That's a new root. And that's already had two shoot off and go nowhere. But he stuck two stems in there. So I guarantee you there's roots in there. How old is this order, Jerson? How old is this order? A month? So we've had these 30 days. Looking for roots. Basically, we got about 3 weeks of dry weather. We got to make them last till for 3 weeks. That was a big mistake ordering them during the start of the hot season. This plant was a mess when they cut it, so it was already a congested mess. That's why it's all wound, because it was a congested mess when they cut it off. And then, but it'll come out of it. And then he's stuck in the ground underneath there, and I see a rootling down there. You can't just barely see it, a little rootling coming off there. Looking for rootlings, little stringers. Not seeing any there. So this here, you see how it's shriveling like a raisin? It's getting the line, so it's shriveling. It's using all the moisture up in it. So he needs water, but he's getting water now. But I'm trying to see. He's stuck in the ground, and there's a rootling right there coming off. See it? I'm gonna shoot in there and save him.